I'm Maria, Parish Finance Support Officer for the Diocese of Bath and Wells. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by Nic Laycock, who serves in a variety of roles within his parish community. Drawing on his extensive experience, Nic will be sharing practical insights into the annual routine of a parish treasurer. Nic, thank you for joining us today and for agreeing to speak about the annual cycle of a parish treasurer. In a previous session, we discussed the regular monthly responsibilities that treasurers undertake throughout the year. Alongside these routine tasks, there is also an annual cycle of work shaped by the parish financial year, reporting requirements, and key governance deadlines. Could you talk us through this cycle and explain what treasurers should be focusing on during different times of the year? Let's start with spring. What are the key responsibilities and deadlines during this period?
Okay, this is a bit of a chicken and egg situation because the cycle is continuous. And it may seem a bit strange to be starting with the back end of the cycle, the end of the cycle, but everything revolves around the annual process of reporting. All our planning, all our gathering together of information, all our budgeting, all our dreaming and our ambitions, but also letting everybody else know what we're doing. So the Church's financial year runs from 1st of January to the 31st of December. That's the first thing to say.
True.
And it's immediately after that when the life of the treasurer can be very busy. It's finishing off the past year, getting ready for the new year, but also getting ready for all the reporting that will happen over the first few months of the year. Then we get a spring. And spring around January to March, treasurers are focused on finalising their accounts, getting the independent examiner to have a look at them once the PCC have seen them and said, yeah, that's okay to go to the independent examiner. And supporting the preparations that are needed for the annual report. Many treasurers will find themselves writing the annual report simply because that's what happens, maybe in conjunction with your PCC secretary. But there's a lot of financial detail that has to be got ready for the annual report. Submission of the accounts to the independent examiner, receipt of them back with any comments that are there, your own report on what you've been doing in finance during the year as a PCC, and so on. And then, of course, in the March to May period, reporting to the annual meeting itself.
Yes.
So that's the hard work bit. The summer is fun because the summer is about doing and planning and reviewing and starting to dream and pray and think about the next year and to handle anything that needs to be handled. Sometimes the independent examiner will come back and say, I think you need to tighten up on this a little bit in terms of process.
Brilliant.
Or whatever. And
what about autumn?
Autumn is then getting ready for the next year.
Yes.
It's a time when if your PCC prepares budgets, and probably they should, rather than thinking just, is this more of the same? But what are we going to do to use God's assets next year?
Sure.
Get the budget ready, have a look at the viability of that budget. Have you got enough money? Is the PCC ready to take on the financial challenges of the next year? And starting to outline those, because they start to help the PCC define its mission.
Absolutely.
For the next year. That I think is really the flow of the whole thing. It's after Christmas. It's a lot of hard work to tidy up the previous year and get the next year rolling. Spring, it's getting that formalised. Summer is the fun time. Autumn, you're starting to knuckle down for the next part of the cycle.
Thank you for taking the time to watch our video today. We hope it has provided you with a clearer understanding of the treasurer's annual routine and that you found the content both informative and inspiring. If you require any further information about this module or would like a copy of the interview content, please do not hesitate to contact us. We would be delighted to assist you and answer any questions you may have.